Okay, this is the current war over in D.C. Um, I'm not sure how it's going to come out, but we've got as many stars as we're going to get. Used all 20 of our 20 attacks, and in a 10 versus 10 war, we've got 24 on this. So I'll go ahead and replay. So the war bonuses were ridiculously high here. We were up at about it's like 810, 820. Just realized that was a function of the new clan perks. So you can see Zane here. Nice job there to keep the queen alive, but I think it's going to go here. Yeah, it fades. So as soon as the queen goes, you want to get something in front of your healers to give them something to work on so they don't drift into an AD and get whacked. And he's got the Valks running now right to the town hall. There it goes. There's his special ability, the Eternal Tome on the Warden, and he's up around 40%. Still has quite a few Valks going there. They're about to take out the Eagle. Maybe, yeah, got it. He got one shot off right there, and now he's over 50%. So basically got it here. So yeah, this attack has really been the game changer for us versus TH11. And you'll see it's the same thing. AQ while quad quake. He uses it again on 3. This was my attack on City 2, which was not brilliant, but it worked. So I start off just dropping a quake on the town hall to get a little damage there. Then have the king tanking for the queen to get rid of that one air defense. So I want to come in here from 12 o'clock to about 1:30 on this one with my main drag run. So I want to get rid of the auxiliary air defense there at 10:30. That's out. Got rid of the elixir storage and did fairly decent damage on this gold storage. So those are a couple of the high hit point items that were really going to slow this attack down. So glad to get that out of the way. So here now I start my funnel. Drags on each end. The first 2 drags don't start the eagle, then the eagle starts, and I was actually a little too early with that tome. Trying like to time that so the first round from the eagle is landing at the same time as the tome. Was also a little late getting the hound and loon out there, so my timing was not particularly brilliant at the start, but the rages went down correctly. Got the freeze down where and when I wanted it. And there we go. Town hall's gone. We're at 45%. I still have 1 freeze left. And actually, I definitely had to get that air defense frozen, and I might have done a little better and possibly gotten the eagle with that freeze if I'd have aimed it a little better. But this attack was a little bit off, a little sloppy. But I play this account on my phone, and really I just that's one of the reasons I run drags here. Is it's really hard to do fine work on a phone. So you just gotta kind of have big units and get roughly right on them. And then here's Zane again. This time with 21 level 4 Valks, and I think he had 4 more Valks level 5 in his CC. So this really is a mass Valk quad quake. I don't even think there's I don't think there's a golem in there. So yeah, he's really going big time. So this is a type where you could, instead of doing it quad quake, you could have also run this one with 2 jumps. I've seen that version of the attack, but he's got it's like 2 freeze, 2 rage. There's a hound in the CC, which is great. because the hound's not going to do much at all to the Valks, and the Valks will just outrun him, and the hound will be tracking along behind. In fact, you almost don't want those wizards to start hitting the hound, but they will. But yeah, this is really kind of a perfect outcome where you've got the hound roaming around just doing very little damage, and it's not popping into the little pups. So now, of course, these two guys, the warden and the queen, are going to knock it out, and then they'll pick them off one at a time, get a little damage there, but with the healers going, really, he's not going to lose much at all from this hound. So this is really a really good argument for having drags in your CC high. So, okay, we'll flash through this. He cleans up a little bit more. Actually, it's pretty good damage here, just with the warden rolling along there at the end. It pushes it up, I think close to 70% when everything's said and done here. So, yeah, okay. So, nice run there. And then down here on number 4, Gokar. So, double jump. When you see that, you should see a pretty good volume of golems in the attack. But nice way to get a funnel going. I don't use this attack combo at all. I've tried it once or twice and it hasn't really worked for me, but nice pickup here on this one. And then the next one, Kyle got this one relatively early in the war. And he's running Valks too. So now you've got Reaver, Zane, and Kyle running Valks, and Ilkar is upgrading his. Actually, let me get that going here. Yeah, so let's see which way he comes in. So he's doing the Queen Walk, similar. His heroes, okay, I guess it's level 25. That's big enough. You'd like to have him up closer to 30. But he's there. Got the quad quake down. You've got the wizards tracking behind. Bounce come in easy 2-star. And he had a jump left, but what he was trying to get to jump was already dead at that point. So maybe Valk's 5. He got a little deeper into this one. And then let's see. So here's another one, Kyle again. So this is a standard go hog attack, and really doesn't go hog with quad quake. So you'll see he gets the golems and the wizards in there really deep early, and then hogs, of course, come in late and take care of everything else. So. Yeah, so a good start here. Kyle, he has a friend of his, Timmy from work, who's been playing with us, and Tim's struggling a bit to figure out how to get focus in the attack. But here you can see Kyle got a real good funnel going on the city. Just about everything he has is tightly grouped there with his kill squad, and it's still doing some damage, at which point he brings the hogs in, and he usually saves a couple of hogs, so he probably has a couple hogs in his CC that he'll probably be breaking out real soon. Okay, he still has one heal left, and a pretty good group of hogs, and there's the other group coming in from the side. We'll probably get those two to come together under the last heal, which should be dropping right about now. Okay, so yeah, that's Kyle, our hog Zen master, and really nicely organized attack here. And it's just going to go in cleanup mode from there. All the defenses are done. And then down here, so Yeah, we had a lot of trouble here cleaning the nines. Um, Basically, we were getting high damage, but just couldn't get the third star. So these are basically anti 3-star bases. So here's Swan coming in with our standard clean A9 mix, and this one did have a hound in it, so I had a little bit to deal with there. That's about the only thing that screws me up is if I run into a hound. But you see the pattern here: 2 jumps, 2 rages, a heel, bring the hogs in to kind of loop around. Has the queen and some wizards looping, and a nice counterclockwise flow to this. And like I said, that's really it, and that's the issue Timmy's having is he his attacks never really develop a flow or a critical mass. I'm not saying this to be derogatory, but it's rather the thing you need to learn is what you saw there in um, Kyle's attacks and Reaver's attacks, where there's just a very clear flow to the attack. And so here's Amza 95%. So this is Okar. Yeah, he got close, but just didn't quite have enough. So we got a couple of heals down there early. Another one moving through. So he was really trying to keep his group together, and he did, and he was able to get a number of heals on it. So that's another. This is another spell combo that I never use, but almost got it. Just kind of ran out of gas here at the end. Yeah, Queen and some of the skeletons there were the issue. Okay. And then here's, oh yeah, I went down and cleaned this one. Yeah, yeah, so this one, so it's the same standard clean module that you'll see here. So the dragon, the CC, got a couple of poisons down on that. Had a wizard there that's just about to go. And the queen's hitting there too. Okay, so the CC's done. Now the jump in the middle. I actually was a bit premature on this attack. I had one more jump building, and it just wasn't quite built when I started the attack. So I had planned to drop another jump at the far end here, but as it turned out, I didn't really need it. So as you can see, that cannon right there at 330 was pointed at my main group, sent the hogs in behind it, took that out, took the sweeper out, took that tower. So now the hogs did run into a bit of a bomb there in the spring trap, but still, held up okay until all the defenses were gone, and at this point, we're pretty much there. So yeah, the reason I could get away with forgetting that jump was not waiting for that jump was the walls were really low in the city, so popping through them was no big deal. And then here's Swan again. So Swan actually he 3-starred 2 TH11s in our last war, and he was down on TH9s this time. So similar thing, took out the builder hut upstairs in the corner. He's got a couple of wall breakers. They should be rolling out, but I don't see them. And actually another case where he just went right through the wall without the wall breakers. There they are. I guess they came out a little bit later. And he threw a bowler in on this one too, I think. I'm not sure that the bowler's still around. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, the bowler's running there right up the gut in the middle. And so now the CC has emptied. He's a little late on the poison. Yeah, way late on the poison actually. But then back into the center here. Now with the jump, he still has a rage left, probably about now for the rage. Yep, there it is. Yeah, so he might have been having trouble getting spells out every now and then. That happens to me. The spells just don't get out. So now he's taken enough going up the middle that he can run the hogs around the side. And you'll see once again here that we'll start to get this nice flow rolling around. Oh yeah, that boulder thrower is still out there. So I'm not sure what it's throwing stuff at. It's punching through the wall. That's what it was doing. Okay. And yeah, actually made it to the end of the attack. And there it goes. So yeah, pretty solid war. Overall, we just got to wait and see how these guys finish up. They still have a couple of high attacks left, so they have 2 11s and 1 10 to run. And the problem is, they can pick up 1 on Zane, Swan, and Ilkar with their big guys potentially, but that only gets them to 22. They're going to have to go out and clean up and Timmy just to tie it. And we, at the moment, have a pretty good advantage in destruction, so I think they really need to get to 25, maybe to win this. Not sure how it's going to go in the tiebreaker, but we'll see in about 3 hours.